Okay, so we're looking at chart 98 here, and I think this is going to finish up the segment. My wife's due back from church service today. It's Friday before Easter, and we're praying that she's going to be okay to go to Easter. Well, she's going to the service today, so I think she's going to be okay. But we both got sick last week. I got sick, and then she got sick. All right, so put a healthy amount of time into half diminished so that you're not, completely lost when you get to a half diminished chord. Sometimes it's compromise. Now, the reason why I've done it in all fives, I want to show you that it works in all five. So we saw here that the D minor shaped 7 half diminished. Here's the D major shape. That's the root. That's the Ionian. The seven's always one in back of the root, right? And it's the D minor would be where this 4 plus is to here to here. That's your D minor shape, right? But instead, that fourth is diminished. That relative fifth of the seventh is diminished. So it's more like an arrow shape like this. It works on that one, so it's D minor shaped half diminished. I could put D minor -5, but I'm tired of seeing that kind of stuff. I would have done that if I just modified this label instead of, so it says half diminished. It's a D minor shaped half diminished. I mean, it's not exactly D minor shaped, but it is very much easy to see how it's D minor shaped. Now, this is another thing is that's just for theory purposes. Like I say, if you want to get to a half diminished, don't hit the minor chord and then drop the fifth. Because what it is, it's like doing this. It's like saying, if you were playing a C chord, right, and you wanted to go to the half diminished, it'd be like going like this. Instead of because if you use the Dorian second to get to it, and just take the Dorian second and add or replace the sixth by the seventh, you're still in the same mode. So you're like, instead of, I mean, that doesn't, it takes you, it's not a good way to get to the chord. You want to stay within the mode. So this is the arrow shaped 4-7-2. Now we can look at that up there. It's got to be up there. 4-7-2. Green, green, and there should be a dot there. There should certainly be a dot there. I'm going to add that in. So that right there, see, this isn't absolute. This is just some chord shapes I saw in a number of, things I found on the internet that people just say how to play a chord. The internet's full of diagrams that say how to play diminished chords. Hard to understand, but yeah, I mean, it would be 4-7-2 there. Now over here we got E minor shaped half diminished. So we're in the G shape, right? And the rule is, now remember, this is getting it by going to the minor and then diminishing it. So be careful, because you don't play the minor. In other words, you don't play the F sharp if you're in the key of C. You don't play this note X there, but I just don't like X's on my diagrams. I did that and it just doesn't look good. It draws people's attention to it more than not. Don't be there. So here is your G minor shaped. This is the E box. Where are we? Well, key of C or right here. I was trying to play a little tubby the tuba there, or something like that. But so E minor shaped half diminished. Okay, well, first we have to see what the root shape is. So in the E box, remember the A is circled because that is the parent of the Dorian, but that's not the method we're using right now. The Dorian method is, okay, there's the Dorian. Okay, here's the parent of the Dorian, the A. See, it only shares one note with the, except for its fourth, except for the Lydian fourth. Now that's interesting, because if you look at root 4/6, okay, so if you take that 6, you can do it over here, because, you know, or here or something, but here is okay. If you take that 6, all right, let's do it here. You can't suspend that like you might want to suspend a normal fourth like that. Okay, so we're up here like this. You can't go like this. That is not in the mode. It's the Lydian fourth. Okay, so that's important in the Lydian mode. That's why we don't have an F here. You know, I mean, we do have an F. An F is there, but I mean, we don't have an F as the root. The root is C, and the key is C. But anyway, the method we're talking about down here is E minor shaped half diminished. Well, here's E major shaped. All right, so this is the E box. So the root is the E. Here's second inversion E. Here's a nice root E. A root shaped, an E shaped root. Ba ba ba. C E G, and the key is C. All right, so now it's saying it's E minor shaped half diminished. Okay, well, let's drop the root down to the E minor, down to the half diminished seventh here. Our interval from the seventh, okay, here root to the third, seventh goes to the second, and then down here, instead of this fifth down here, again we have this Locrian fifth here, right? The fifth of the seventh. So this would be your E minor shape right here. We're running out of time, but I think we have enough time to circle this one. So this would be your, watch this. Here is your E minor shaped. That's why it says E minor. Here's E major root, second inversion, 5 root 3. Here's your E minor shaped half diminished, and then drop this fifth to here. Remember, F sharp is the fifth of the seventh. Da, 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 you know, that kind of thing. I didn't count it exactly. So that is it. That is an E minor -5 shaped B half diminished, or 7 half diminished. So it works, and remember, E is one pentatonic scale step lower than G, and same thing down here. Whether we can find those notes really easy or not, we don't have time. We have to quit here. So thanks for watching, and have a great holiday, and good playing to you.